Hello everyone, I am Mr. Loon. Today, I want to share with you the AutoCount Basic Multi-UOM Module. What is multi-UOM? So, UOM is also called unit of measurement, which actually means different sizes. When we do accounting or issue invoices, you will see different units. The same product may have its unit, like this collar, it might be one piece, or sometimes we call it a unit, or sometimes we call it a can. It comes as a carton, one carton, box by box, small boxes. We call them cartons. Then it might also be a pallet, one pallet like this for ordering. So its unit might be a pallet. So these many units we call unit of measurement. In Onion AutoCount, if you have the basic edition or above, we actually have a module called Basic Multi-UOM, this module. So with this module, when you are invoicing, you can use different units. You can use carton like mentioned earlier, a carton or can. Without further ado, let's do an example. So you see, let me first explain its concept here. Alright, first understand its concept. Its concept is we always rely on a rate to calculate its unit. You just look at the smallest unit. If the smallest unit is a can, and when it comes to a carton, it's a 24 cans, then you put 24. If it comes to a pallet, there are 1,920 cans. Then we set the rate to 1,920 cans. Without further ado, let's do a demonstration. After entering AutoCount, you can go to Stock Item Maintenance here, Sort. And when you create a new item, you will notice if your screen shows only one UOM, one unit, then you might need to check if your pay now is above the basic edition. This multi-UOM, basic multi-UOM module is free. If it's free, you just need to enable this module.
How do you enable this module? You go to Tools, Program Control Module Setting.
When you get here, you tick this module. The module is called Basic Multi-UOM. You tick it, then you click go back to your item there. You will notice a change. You will see it has an additional base. UOM, Sales Purchase and Report, UOM. So without further ado, let's first put a Coca-Cola. So for the Coca-Cola item code, you can use the shortcut Cola, and here you can put Coca-Cola or keep it simple. Then we come here. We usually set the base as the smallest. I'm saying usually, so it doesn't have to be the smallest. You can set it as the middle. You can set one carton as the base. This base is used to calculate its units. We always use the base for unit calculation, which is if we calculate using the can, one can, then we put can and go back to just one carton is 24 cans. And then the last unit is, looking back at the previous diagram, 24 times 80, so 1,920. So when we enter it into the system, we put the pallet. The pallet is 1,920. So here you just fill in 1,920. So after filling it out, you can set the price. You say the can have the price for the can, the carton can have the price for the carton, and the pallet can have the price for the pallet. For convenience, I'll just put $1 per can. Or for a carton, you might sell it for $20, not $24. It's cheaper. Selling by the carton is cheaper, so you put $20. And if you sell by the pallet, maybe it's even cheaper, $1,800. So you can set different prices. Different sizes have different prices. You can set the unit. Then here you can see, do we want to look at the report for cans or cartons? Generally, we might prefer to look at cartons. So you just select cartons. Then when it comes to this purchase, the unit of measure and what unit of measure. If you purchase a pallet, you put pallet. If you purchase only cartons, you rarely buy pallets. Only large customers use pallets. So usually the unit you purchase, okay? If occasionally only one customer uses pallets, then you put carton. Well, carton is more suitable. And when selling, is it usually by can or carton? So depending on your industry situation, if you are retail, okay, a grocery store, then it's usually by can. If you are wholesale, you usually use carton. So here you put carton. Set according to your industry situation.
This setting.
So check again, this rate, the rate is based on that base, and then it's 24 cans. And if it's a pallet, then multiply 80 boxes by 24. 80 cartons. This way the whole setting is done, and then you save it. Let's test it. When we go to purchase invoice, if it selects this product, so it will the option is carton. When we go to sales, we select the same product and see that the option that comes up is can. This is based on our previous settings. Of course, when you come here, you can still adjust it. You can still between can or carton. Let's do another sample. Another sample uses vitamins. For the vitamin here, you see my base, I set it as 5 cans as one base. If it has many multi-UOM, it doesn't matter. Our system is unlimited. You can have a pallet and also set a unit of 10 cans. So this is my suggestion. If you can't think of what name to use that UOM, you don't know whether to put piece unit. Whether it's carton or something else, it doesn't matter. Just put how many cans it has. You can put 10S. For 5 cans, you put 5S. That's also fine. Look at this. This is just a reference. Usually 1 can is used as the base unit, but that's also possible. Sometimes you might sell. The first time you sell, you just set 5 cans as the smallest unit, and later you start selling 1 can. In this case, you don't necessarily have to change 1 can to the base unit. Not necessarily. You can use this method to directly divide by 5, because the previous unit was 5 cans. So you just divide by 5, and you can set the base rate directly to 0.2. That's fine. Less than 1 is also acceptable. The rate can be less than 1. Then for the 10 cans, 10 divided by 5, so the rate is 2. We'll use this sample to demonstrate how to enter it into our system. Go back to the stock item maintenance. Let's add the second item, vitamins. So for vitamins, we just put vitamins. So there are 3 units here. So the first unit I mentioned earlier, it might be the first unit is 5 cans. So it's 5S for 1 unit, and then there's 1S. 1 unit comes here. You see, originally we can't go below 1 here, can't go below 1. How do we make a setting? Let's first save this vitamin 5S. To change the UOM, the quantity decimal, we go to Tools, Option. There's a decimal here, and the quantity is currently 0. You just put 2 for display. It will frequently show 2 decimals. If you don't check display, it will only show 0.2 when it reaches 0.2. If you check display, it will always show 0.20 fixed at 2 digits after the decimal. If it doesn't reach that, it will be 0.00. If you don't check it, it will just show a 0. So set this according to your own requirements, and once you're with it, once you're okay, after you set this decimal point, you must remember to exit AutoCount once. Only then will it update the decimal for all quantities in the entire system. So you must exit once.
Then after exiting, log back into AutoCount.
Then you go back to that item, edit the vitamin here. Here we continue to add 1, okay? The unit for 1 bottle is divided by 5. So 1 divided by 5 is 0.2. Then add another one, that unit of 10 cans. The unit for 10 cans is divided by 5. 10 cans divided by 5 is 2. So the setting is like this, okay? The setting is like this. So here again, it depends on whether you buy in 5 cans or how you usually sell 1 can. You can also set it like this. And when looking at the report, see if you prefer to view it as 5 cans or 10 cans. We have already chosen base here before. So base is always 1. If it is not base, it can be less than 1, it can be less than 1 or greater than 1. After setting it up, we save, and then we go to check the sales invoice. You see the smallest unit we open is for with return is 1. When we sell, we use 1, but when buying our purchase, on the purchase side, we take that with return. It is 50,000 units. Let's do a test. So we bought 15 cartons of Coca-Cola and sold 6 cans. So in the end, the report should show 14.75. Invoice, choose any supplier. We are just testing this Coca-Cola, 15 cartons, about $10, $15 a box, $10 a box, $15. So 225, just save it. If you want to fill in the DO, you can fill it in. If you don't want to fill it in, you can close it. You can also close it with the invoice. Then we go to sales invoice. Here in sales invoice, we select the customer name and then choose cola.
Then here with cola, we sold 6 cans for $6 and we save it. So after saving, we go to check the stock balance report. So in inquiry, you will see here, there are 2 formats available. This is to view the report in the smallest unit.
If you don't want to view the report in the smallest unit, you can change it in more option here and you can select the like the default report. Using the default report unit of measure, you inquire once more. You see here it is 14.75 cartons
for this Coca-Cola product.
The basic concept of the basic UOM is just that simple. If you want to see the report in more detail, you see now we calculated 14.75 cartons. Actually, AutoCount has an even better system, which can show 14 cartons plus 20 cans. It is more detailed, not just the decimal point. That system, that module, we call it AutoCount Advanced Multi-UOM, Advanced Multi-UOM. If you are interested, you can watch our video on AutoCount Advanced Multi-UOM. Thank you everyone. I think